against Pennsylvania, not counted against Pennsylvania benefits regarding health, disability, and student financial aid. PA able is for individuals who have intellectual disabilities, physical disabilities, or psychological diagnoses. So just a brief snapshot of ABLE. ABLE is a tax advantage way for people to save and maintain their benefits. Those include both current benefits and any future benefits that the person may need to apply for. It provides tax advantages both to the person with a disability and to any Pennsylvania taxpayer who contributes. An ABLE account can receive up to $18,000 in contributions in 2024, even more for some individuals who are employed, and I'll talk about that a little. So without ABLE, people receiving supplemental security income, for example, were only able to save $2,000 in assets while maintaining their benefit. And $2,000 isn't really that much anymore. But with an ABLE account, that same person can save up to $100,000 in their ABLE account without that counting against their benefit. So that can really make a huge difference in someone's life and give them opportunities to save for things that they want for fun or for safety or all kinds of things. So it can really open up a person's world. Also, I should mention, for individuals who are not receiving SSI, for everyone else, they can save more than $500,000 in a Pennsylvania ABLE account. So ABLE is pretty easy to use. The funds can be used for a very wide range of expenses. It's easy to put money in, it's easy to take money out. And it's helping people with disabilities to learn more about finances, to grow their assets, and to have a more flexible future. So as I mentioned, one of the biggest features of ABLE accounts is that individuals with disabilities can save without jeopardizing benefits. And this includes current and future benefits. So that includes, under the federal umbrella, that includes things like SNAP, which used to be called food stamps, temporary assistance for needy families, medical assistance, housing assistance, student financial aid, and more. In addition, Pennsylvania's ABLE accounts offer several advantages. Many states, including Pennsylvania's, allow people from other states to open ABLE accounts. We hope that Pennsylvanians will open a PA ABLE account, both for the tax advantages and for the benefits protections. Pennsylvania's ABLE program has been one of the fastest growing in the country. We have more than $130 million in assets in PA ABLE. And I could go more into that, but suffice to say, it has a proven track record, and it's doing very well. So one of the things I really appreciate about an ABLE account in Pennsylvania is, as a PA taxpayer, I can contribute to a PA ABLE, either my own or my kids or anyone's, and I can deduct that from my state taxable income up to $18,000 this year. So that's awesome, because I would be buying macaroni and cheese and sneakers and college tuition anyway. But by putting the funds in ABLE account, I get a nice tax deduction, which I really appreciate. Additionally, the person who owns the account, the person with a disability, has some tax advantages as well. Any funds that grow in that ABLE account are not taxed as income on the state or the federal level. So we're going to talk a little bit about eligibility. There are two factors that go into eligibility. The first is the age of onset. So it doesn't matter what age the person is when they open an ABLE account. They can be an infant, they can be a senior citizen, but it does matter what age their disability began. So as long as a person's disability began before their 26th birthday, they could open an ABLE account now. And that age of eligibility is going to expand beginning in about a year on January 1st, 2026. That age is going to expand to 46. So that will allow us to include more veterans, more people with autoimmune diseases, more people in general. The second factor is the severity of the disability. So if the person with this disability qualifies for supplemental security income or Social Security disability insurance, then they automatically qualify for an ABLE account. But if they don't qualify for one of those, they can self-certify. That's what my kids did. Self-certification basically means you have a written diagnosis from a physician stating that you have a disability that causes marked and severe functional limitations and is expected to last for at least a year. That's because these are really specialized accounts with lots of tax benefits and benefits protections. So they're not available to just anyone. So, if I had a problem with my eye or I, hurt my knee or something, my doctor's not going to say, hey, Diana can have an ABLE account, because it is specifically for people with disabilities that are going to last at least a year. So ABLE accounts are pretty easy to open. Most people go online to paable.gov and enroll online. In Pennsylvania, we also allow people to fill out a paper application if they feel more comfortable doing that. You can print out the application from our website, or you can call our ABLE helpline, which is 855-529-ABLE, and request a paper application, which we can mail to your house. Filling out the enrollment questions is a lot like opening a bank account or a credit card account. You're going to answer basic demographic questions like where you live and when you were born, that sort of thing, and also answer a couple questions about the disability. PA ABLE accounts are quite easy to use. There are some options on investing. One is an interest-bearing checking option that comes with a free debit card that you can use at stores and ATMs. There are also 6 investment portfolios, and soon we will be adding to that and also have a money market. The savings portfolios are all a mix of stocks and bonds and cash. They range from conservative to aggressive. Jump on our website and find out more about those, what sort of investments they have and how they've done historically and that sort of thing. So you have a lot of flexibility there. You can opt for just one saving option or any combination up to all of them if you want. So there's a lot of flexibility there. There's also flexibility on how you contribute money. You can direct deposit Social Security benefits, paychecks. You can link an existing bank account to your ABLE account and move funds back and forth. There's also a free online service called UGift, which is a little bit like PayPal. So say I wanted to invite Mary Ellen to my son's birthday party, and she asked if she could get anything. Maybe I don't know Mary Ellen that well, so maybe I don't want to give her the account number. So I can give her the UGift code, and that will allow her to contribute to my kid's ABLE account without me having to share sensitive information. So I love that. I think that's pretty awesome. You can also roll over a 529 college and career fund directly into an ABLE account with no tax implications. I did that with my kids. That gives you both more flexibility on what you spend the funds on, and depending on the age of your child, you may be able to use the funds sooner. Yeah, so there's just a lot of flexibility there. We do encourage people to save receipts from their expenses. We at Treasury don't need those, just in case you're ever audited. So able account owners who are adults, and let me back up a step. The person with a disability is always the account owner, even if that person is an infant, or even if that person doesn't have the legal capacity to enter into a contract. So if the able account owner is an adult with the legal capacity to enter into a contract, he or she can open and manage the account on his behalf if he wants to, or he can ask any other person of his choosing to open and manage the account for him if he wants to. So if I wanted to ask my sister or my mom to open that account for me, I could do that. There's flexibility in this too. And if the person with the disability is a minor or a person without the legal capacity to enter into a contract, in that case, the account must be opened by someone else. And that person could be a person with power of attorney, a legal guardian or conservator, a spouse, parent, a sibling, a grandparent, or a Social Security Administration representative payee. So there's a lot of flexibility there as well. This is my favorite part of ABLE. ABLE is super flexible on what you can use the funds for. It's not like, okay, great, you worked hard and you saved up and now you can buy a ramp, but that's all. It's not like that at all. You can use it for long-term things, short-term things, a car or an apartment or furniture, or, basic things like toothpaste and food. It's very flexible. The law spells out several categories, including transportation, education, assistive technology, legal fees, all kinds of things. But it also says it's fine to use it for everyday expenses. So, if you're a family who wants to save for a specific goal, awesome, ABLE can work for you. If you're a family that just wants to use it for basic stuff, it can work for you as well. So again, it's very flexible. Able to Work has added some additional flexibility for some people who are employed. So if the person with a disability is working and is not contributing to certain types of retirement plans during this tax year, specifically a defined contribution plan, an annuity contract, or a deferred compensation plan, then that person may be able to contribute more than that $18,000 limit. This year, the most that a person could contribute would be $30,580. I'm going to skip over this slide. So that's my brief overview. So just to summarize, it's pretty easy to open an account. Most people can save up to $18,000 this year. Some can save more if they're employed. People can save while maintaining their benefits. There are nice state and federal tax advantages. It can create opportunities to live an everyday life. We at the Treasury Department are here to help out. So I am happy to stay on and answer questions if people have any questions.
That was great. Thank you, Diana. With a lot of information, we really appreciate it. I think we do have a couple of questions in the chat. So my colleague, Lisa Colopy, is going to man those. And just for everybody on the call too, Diana sent over a one-pager, a brochure. So I'm going to put that in the chat as well. So everybody has the rundown with all this information. Lisa, go ahead.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Thank you, Diana, for all the wonderful information. We really do appreciate it here within our Woods community and our community partners as well. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa Colopy. I am the family engagement advocate here at Woods Services. And again, if you have any questions following any of the webinars, you can reach out to myself or Mary Ellen for any information or to get you to Diana. Diana did put up questions. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, of where to visit or where to call if you have direct questions. Diana, one of the questions that we did get is that since this is a Pennsylvania program, if they live in New Jersey but are living here at Woods, would they be eligible or be able to open a PA-able account being a New Jersey resident?
Sure. Many states, including Pennsylvania, allow people from other states to open ABLE accounts there. So yes, Pennsylvania allows people from any state to open an account in PA if they'd like to.
Okay. Um, Thank you for that. And one other question that I did get was there a cap on how much what your income would be if you want to open a PA able account? Is that something that there's a cap on, or someone who would not be eligible to do it because of their income?
Not at all. It's not tied to income whatsoever. It really protects assets and doesn't change your income also. What I mean by that, to answer your first question, no, there's no income limits at all. But in addition, ABLE protects your assets. If you're applying for a government program that looks at your savings, ABLE can protect that. If you're applying to a government program that's looking at your income, ABLE doesn't change your income, so that would remain the same.
Okay, thank you. I do have a few more questions. Who is responsible for tracking deposits and withdrawals?
Um, I wonder if the person could be a little more specific. And maybe they can type in a little more and I'll talk about it some in the meantime. So I'm just trying to think, when I log into my son's Able account, I can see contributions. At the end of the year, um, I get a tax statement about how much contributions I've made. Um, I'm not sure exactly what they mean. Did they clarify at all?
Just ask them to clarify. I think that, for example, would the guardian be able to change the account, or would we? So this is probably for a family member who has someone here residing at Woods that probably has a guardianship and would need, and you know, so would a guardian be in charge of the account, or would it be someone you know? At Woods, or whatever program that they're be able to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna hop back to the enrollment slide. Okay, so Congress has been gradually adding to the ABLE law and clarifying things, which is great. So there is a order of priority for authorized individuals. So let's say with my son, maybe 2 or 3 people wanted to open an account for him for whatever reason. This would be the order of priority. Number 1 is power of attorney. 2 is legal guardian or conservator. 3 is spouse. 4 is parent. 5 is sibling. 6 is grandparent. And 7 is Social Security Administration representative payee. So I'm the parent, I'm number 4. So if a spouse wanted to open the ABLE account, that person's higher on the list than I am. So that person would be able to open the account. So to answer your question, a parent or a guardian certainly could open an ABLE account. If they didn't want to, they certainly could ask another person to open that account for them.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. I'm just wondering if we do have any other questions that are coming through on the chat. Give it a few more minutes. If you do have any questions, please, um, just let us know. Feel free to email myself or Mary Ellen Brogan. Both of our contact informations are in the chat for everyone else.
I will say too, I think that question also asked if that person could change the account. Yes, that person managing the account can change the investments or, um, change how funds are deposited or other things like that.
Okay, thank you. I do have one more question, I believe. Is there any penalties for making withdrawals on the PA Able account?
No, you can make as many withdrawals as you want to. There's no minimum amount to have in there. Yeah, it's a very flexible program, I find.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Sure. It also protects people in another way. If the individual with the disability, say, has SSI specifically, SSI is the strictest, I believe. So if let's say Mary Ellen has SSI and I want to give her $50 for her birthday. If I put that $50 in her regular bank account, it could affect her benefits for the next month. They might count it as income and say, okay, Mary Ellen, you don't need as much in December because you got this extra $50 in November. But with ABLE, anyone can contribute, and as long as they put the money directly into the ABLE account, it won't count as income by Social Security.
And that was another question that I did have. Is there any interference or anything if you are getting any Social Security benefits or anything like that? So
Maybe they could be a little more specific.
So if they're, again, if they're, because Social Security benefits are really strict in what, you can be saving or withdrawing, is there, again, I guess it would be the same as if there's any penalties. If you are receiving, Social Security, are you able to have a PA Able account?
Yeah, it's great for people receiving SSI or SSDI. I frequently co-present with Frank Magny, who works at Social Security. In fact, we might be doing that tomorrow in a public webinar. And it's great to present because a lot of times people do have questions that sort of overlap about how the two programs work together. But yeah, it's a godsend for people on SSI because those rules are strict about not going above $2,000. So instead of that $2,000 cap, then the person can save $100,000 in an ABLE account. So they can save for things that are meaningful to them instead of having to spend down every month. And they can, receive a gift directly into their ABLE account and that not count against their SSI. So it's a big help for people on SSI specifically, but people in general as well.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sure.
See, can a transcript and the slides of a webinar be sent to any email addresses? So I don't know, Diana, if you want us to just be able to give this information to any of our participants today.
Yeah, I'll send Mary Ellen a PDF of the slideshow. Yep. We can
Okay,
share
great.
that. Yep.
And is there any way that we can have the link to the public webinar for Social Security? Is that something that you can share with us? Or at least give to Marilyn, we can send it out to our participants?
Yes, I can share it with Mary Ellen. Yes. Let me see if I can get it quickly and put it in the chat as well. For some reason sorry, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. For some reason, I have bad luck trying to put things in chats, but let me see. Okay.
And that's okay. We have everybody's email that registered for this today, so we can definitely send that after the fact.
I'll let me share again. So you can see where I am. Okay. So I'm on our website and I'm going to go to resources, and under resources, there's webinars. And we try to have a webinar about once a month. And so yeah, there is one tomorrow with Social Security. And that's from 1 to 2. So yeah, I will send, oh, let me try to put this in the chat box. It should be as hard as I tend to make it. Let me see. All right.
We can share the link on the chat box for everyone now, and also again, because thank you so much for letting us know how to get that information, and we can do that in the next few minutes. There's no other questions that are coming in, so again, I'll punt it over to Mary Ellen. Again, Diana, thank you so much for all of your information today. It was very helpful.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, Diana. We're all clapping for you. We appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out to present to us today. Please stay tuned, everybody else, for our December series. And Diana, we're going to keep you on the list too. And we'll get that information to you within the next week or so for our next speaker. And thank you again. We appreciate you taking the time to join us today.
Sure.
All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.